I wanted to bring you this long-awaited update involving this young lady right here by the name of Kierra Coles. Now, this story occurred back in 2018, where you had this woman who was a postal employee. She was pregnant. She was a few months pregnant, as a matter of fact. And then all of a sudden, she just disappeared, and nobody knew where she went. Her family didn't know. Her friends didn't know. They have, I think she was involved with someone, I think like a boyfriend or something like that, maybe the child's father. And of course, when it comes to stuff like that, they always want to rule them probably out as a suspect. But then after small interrogations, they ruled out that he didn't have anything to do with her disappearance. And it's just like, it was just one big mystery, one big unsolved mystery of where she was located. And this is a story I have followed, believe it or not, for a while. But the reason why I couldn't bring you anything is because there were no updates for well over a year. Well, now I'm coming across this article that was just posted about 2 weeks ago on July 17th, where basically now the Chicago police has suspended the investigation as far as looking for her, because they pretty much said that they ran out of leads. They don't know what else they can actually do to keep the investigation going to try and find her. And, it's crazy because I'm not one to say or dwell on the negative, but I have to honestly say that I truly believe she's probably no longer alive. It would be a rather big miracle if she is, considering she was pregnant. But it was one big question mark, major flags raised. It was just weird, how she just disappeared the way that she did. But I'm gonna go ahead and read this article coming from ABC 7. Chicago police announced Friday that the investigation into the disappearance of a pregnant postal worker has been suspended. Kierra Coles went missing in October 2018, and her family hasn't stopped looking. Police said the missing persons case is still classified as high risk with foul play suspected. I have been here and I will not go anywhere, said Coles' father, Joseph Coles. Coles was 3 months pregnant when she disappeared. I'm still going to hold out hope until they put something in front of me that says she is not here anymore. The family said they were shocked to find out that the Chicago police have suspended the investigation. The case is classified as suspended, meaning the case cannot proceed further at this time. That can happen for a variety of reasons, including detectives exhausted all leads at this time. It is not a permanent status and can be changed if more information is made available. Police said the case cannot proceed further at this time because the detective has exhausted all leads, among other variables, but it could change as more information does become available. We need to find out some answers today, Joseph Coles said. And let me just say, I feel really bad for the dad, because I remember when this story first came out, after the first couple of days had passed, they had put out another article stating how her dad would go park outside of her apartment complex. I think it was her apartment complex, wherever she lived, or maybe outside of her job or wherever she worked, just in hopes to see that she will walk into anyone for weeks on end. That's dedication in hopes that you happen to see your daughter, but, he never saw her. So I know that played heavily on him. The surveillance video taken the day of the disappearance near 81st in Vernon was reportedly the last time Coles was seen. The recording shows a woman in a postal worker uniform walking in the Chatham neighborhood where Coles lived. Coles' family said the woman in the video was not Kierra. Coming from the horse's mouth, that is not her walking down across that video. I asked them several times to take that down, Joseph Coles said. Kierra's mother said she knew the video was not of her daughter after only one look. Chicago police said they are looking into those claims. Happened to be someone who lived across the street who had a postal uniform on, said Karen Phillips, Kierra's mother. I do believe she is out there somewhere. It is just a matter of someone opening their mouth, Joseph Coles said. I really feel bad, for her family. Because, she just vanished. And no one knows what happened. Or no one's speaking up and saying anything. It's going on 2 years. It'll be 2 years in October since her disappearance. And it's crazy because, like I said, they weren't really giving any updates for months, even probably over a year, about what happened with this this girl, with this young lady. And I've been, like I said, I've constantly been looking and typing. I would type in her name in the Google search weekly, just to see if anything would come up. And it was hard, not to, just couldn't really see anything. Nothing would ever pop up. And if y'all have been following me for the last couple of years, I told y'all this was a story I was going to keep my eye on, and I definitely kept my word. That's why I'm giving you this update right now. But right now, the case has pretty much gone cold. So they really can't do anything right now unless something or someone comes up and says, we know where she is and I can take you where she's at. At that point, that's the only thing they can do, and that's all they can do is wait for. Other than that, there's nothing. Well, they're claiming that there's nothing that they can do. Someone out there knows something about her disappearance, but you know how that goes. But I know her parents. They seem to be a very strong group of people. I'm sure they have a lot of support around them, in hopes that they find their daughter, especially with all the other stuff that is going on in the world today. A lot of stuff has happened since her disappearance in these short year and a half, almost 2 years. But we'll see what happens.